Golden Rage.
Regardless of their system-assigned role, all subjects must be ready to rise to the occasion, come to our defense, to serve as goalie, tender, or, should all else fail, winger. Now you know all you need.
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let this problem resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the order, and some simpletons within it, claim all things happen for a reason.
Avoid it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wiley's ilk spared him? Because the seer already predicted this would be his fate? Hey, body's not even cold. Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. But I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Yeah. That was just a misfall too.
And some simpletons within it claim that all things happen for a reason.
I am but a single gear in the grand workings of the universe.
Actually, with John.
Nice of Seer Wiley to leave us
Unfriendly
this
nearby.
nightlight. Sorry. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor. Unless you can expedite hemostasis, she wouldn't run within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Mother must be so proud.
Wait.
May all solutions precede problems.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time, scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the race and
Reacquiring target.
lives. That is all I am saying.
Wait,
Aborting
you hear
search.
those voices?
I know that sound anywhere. The unmistakable, indicatory whine of anchorites bickering. Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be,
Ah, shit, I don't
Anya,
have any
but
intelligence
rather
perks
the result of a
or
populace
skills.
failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist? I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites. Be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
Spectators.
Our lives are predestined, ipso facto. If there is conflict, then it was inevitable.
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
What are we talking about? Justified war. Not in a science field. It's anthropology, social field. And so what is being B lambda T 2 G 2 T divided by lambda quadruple BH T 2 GKT divided lambda. So peaceful, yeah. So peaceful. War is always wrong.
But what if widespread suffering is already taking place?
Then its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame.
Tell that to the Protectorate.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Okay, itu materi.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think...
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley...
Document.
Aborting search.
Time for a quick dip.
Okay.
will be terminated.
Stun weapon. Sorry, no target. Combatant stand.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Suffered extensive damage. Have effects on them. We're taking the fight out of them. Locking them down.
Towels. Well, ain't as bad as it was an Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Keep to Wiley's plan. Eliminate the target.
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here.
The good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods never works.
Okay. This. What's my door? Everything's fishy. Regrets.
Correctional ink, stamped onto a test of order aptitude. And who do we blame when a student fails? has failed this order as its preeminent luminary. And without our intervention,
launcher. OP.
peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. Correctional ink, stamped onto a test of order aptitude. The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
I'm of opinion.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
But just in case it's not, we should come back after we've gutted that fool to see the aftermath.
No need for misplaced optimism. Simply accept the cost and move forward.
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits! Kept going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs. That must be where he hid the key to stop the press.
Hurry!
Let's shift. So
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above. This must be the so-called puzzle they expect us to waste our time on. Looks like it was constructed by a child.
Enemy spotted.
Beginning field work. Unspecified. Peculiar. Terminating unproductive activity.
Wait, where are you going? Don't leave us! Come back!
Kayak ada sesuatu yang dijatuhkan.
Way to get the ball rolling.
for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
See? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back?
Hurry! Disable the card press machine!
Thank the Ark!
Still say it would have saved time for us to just kill the hostages ourselves.
Mind you.
Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Hey, Wiley, his just dividends. For all of us.
Just mask.
What did I tell you? All according to the plan.
Yeah. Wiley's plan, which almost killed us.
So huge.
Ready, status. Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress. Combatant scan.
Who needs to die?
Plus. Station. I think this was
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weak. Go for gratification.
Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Okay. Oh. Whoa.
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery? Worthless people, that's who.
Okay. Oh, this is and on.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything.
Kill. Wait, the first experience. Just listen.
That's preposterous. In a transparent attempt at sowing discord between us, I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, you misunderstand the basic fundamentals of my objectives. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado. Former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the architect's computational summary are you on about? That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare. But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What more could I have done? Where did I err? Enough! Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse. Though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately. I have no more predictions.
Oke, sip, Pak. Boleh kaos, oke.
To offer. Now, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh iya Pak, tapi saya jadi tisu. Soalnya saya mau ke imigrasi. Karena ibu ada imigrasi juga itu ngomong. Mas, ngomongnya soalnya kita nggak tahu jurusan imigrasi. Dan ibu soalnya imigrasi. Tapi kalau saatnya kita itu kudu ngomong itu kudu ada ya. Dudono Rui, ono saatnya ambil imigrasi ada ya. Masa memang susah apa ya? Mas, aku ya boleh mana imigrasi, boleh mau imigrasi. Saya kalau gitu betul nggak soalnya kan itu. Untuk
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
Yeah, we can compose it, yeah.
Off to the peace talks then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space.
Let's just kill him.
Unfriendly company.
The mistake I will now rectify.
Check your scope. There's enough. Mitigating the threat.
Oh, loot? You kidding me? Yeah, he's a pathetic man anyway.
Agent, over here.
You...
I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley. I'm greatly relieved to hear it. Did he mention me at all? I'm sure you also think me to blame for all of this. With the schism and now the war, the Order stands alone for the first time in its storied history. We have no experience with governance. Well, myself especially.
What's more, you can rise to the occasion. You're the senior, highest-ranking scientician here. Don't get lost in the math. Lead.
You've given me much to think about. I won't keep you any longer. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery.
Is the book? I think that
Where's mango? That's cool. Belum ya helm.
Dalam. Dalam. Hai.
Saklar itu. Dipulek. Dipulek mana isu mata bisa.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh?
Oh, that's right.
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
But have you also considered the existence of a colors and consciousness present?
I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Sprats. It has that effect on people.
Mental carceration and the potential unreality of conscious experience adds an interesting dimension to the argument. It's certainly worth exploring.
Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guest with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature of his conclusion. Armor or weapon? Very well. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials. We appreciate your time.
Which is nice. Just stop. Whoa.
Cause trouble and I will school you. Chapter and verse.
The grand plan is the predetermined. Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate. She will raise humanity.
My soup is nutritionally
How do you feel,
calculated to
darling?
sustain all
Like a
bodily
Corvin's
functions.
got its hands
But it could
around my
use a
bones.
little
Keep squeezing.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to heaven?
I'm not sure how to get along with fish. Waiters, other defective. Image opening.
Mari closing dulu berapa pieces. Guardian and Place sama
Diagnostic mode disabled. Re-engaging security protocols. Complete. Beginning patrol for hostile elements.
udah ya diambil. Apa di situ? Ah, ini dia. Okay, back to the ship.
We've limited time, Commander. Let us commence with creating a plan of attack.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
You have a plan, Commander? If not, may I suggest unrestrained carnage tends to grab people's attention.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that. Yes, and if she doesn't know we're coming, we may have the upper hand. Still, we do well not to underestimate her. She's as good as we are. Well, as you are.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Nice. It's not blinking at all. His eyes.
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms?
Easy.
I know what's at stake. I'm not asking you to set aside the mission. I'm telling you I want to be there when you face Augustine. I'm owed answers, Commander.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Okay.
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Got Inez moved in. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough. Always up for a little back fence talk, though. Sure thing. I trust.
Well. Mas. Lah, tabrak aja. Terus kan Lanjut cocok sama Riso sama
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.
Habis dari mana kamu? Tapi tadi baru tadi kan? Arek iki lho, arek tekan ndi sih? Buntute iso cambah tok, sikile ireng-ireng lho.
Oh, sampah berarti urap-urap.
Ayo mari lho, rengose ireng kabeh.
Bloso deku, bloso di rompongan. Kan mana yang udah ayah.
Jadi tahu lo cara ngedusi yo.
Ini kan didusi.
Gak tahu malah. Lah bu, apa wis mak iki?
Wis kabeh.
Oke. Coba lah misalnya tetap menuntut nggak?
ship seems out of place here. Worth a once-over. Looks like Earth Directorate handiwork. Not familiar with the model.
Never seen an orbital device like that before.
Nggak disambut ya? Apa gitu?
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. Yet
This one's a potential font of useful information.
You'll do no... And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. No, I mean, yes, but it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from it But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. How can you say that without knowing me? And mean it? Fine then. I surrender. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the... You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcement. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to...
I expected more of a fight, to be honest.
Easy.
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst. That's going to need a new fuse.
He's good. If the Protectorate's own leader is... Yes, he and his rogue won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping red horse.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guiding, is as ineffective as suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, the impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could...
Looks like those mechs are on their side. Shame. They've been useful.
Our discussion.
Investigating hostile intentions. Security vulnerabilities identified.
They're benumbed.
Mobility interrupted.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors. I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I'm grateful we could come to an accord after fortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed.
So the order is... Even though the hostages yet lived, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate the insinuations that we allow any humanity variable as a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures.
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities.
Access to storage has not been granted. Error. You are... This inventory. Is for purchase only. Return the item immediately, or be subject to verbal assault. Commencing reprimand. This unit welcome. My records do not indicate that any authorized praise.
Any workshop here?
Good spot for what I used to call opportunistic field resupply and intelligence acquisition, or a quick ransacking.
But I really need a special hostler. Woo. What? Lihat kayak semacam komputer. Pengen ku ambil. Man, cool bros. Cyber cover.
Hackles raised. There's an ambush coming. Oh, I love a good ambush.
Infidel. This next shot will be it. Have you given up?
can hear you scampering around that little sprat. What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
I'm back and scanned.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Have you given up?
Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Have you given up?
Wait. Ano? Apa ini?
Proceeding to attack.
He'll go no further. This next shot will be.
Vulnerabilities identified. Target.
I can hear you scampering around.
Amplification.
Shit. Huh?
Unfriendly company. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Where are you? You give.
Combatant scan.
I can hear
You care at all about the delegates' lives. Breeze is on the 3rd floor. Don't like the elevator as a means up there, but seems we have little choice.
Wait. Yes.
Fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms.
Please.
For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight does not endorse. A military's might does. Our very own officer car has proven that, exploiting weaknesses in the Protectorate to great effect. Do you have such guile?
So you think that your people should rule?
Might as well be served up on a platter. We don't have much time.
Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
He struggled to breathe.
Damn you.
The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up attempting to disrupt my plans, only for me to submit you to an untimely end, though I'd no wish to. I only did what was necessary back on Horizon Point, and I am fully prepared to do so again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
The screen is done.
Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation. No. I saw their models. The Protectorate and all their ignorance would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No, I did the right thing at Horizon Point, despite the cost. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see, the Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
As a member of the Order for a few decades, I might have something to say about all that. Backing up just a moment, I'm intrigued by your layperson's grasp of Order teachings. Oh, and also your unsophisticated, though exceedingly confident attempts at reasoning.
And just who in the Void are you supposed to be? Some attention-starved initiate tricked into following the commander here? Who are you, really?
Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. I once held the role of head intercessor.
Oh, Law, you're... the end point? Just stay back. You won't stop me from doing what I must.
You believe you understand the Order, do you? Being enlisted as an outside agent is nothing compared to a lifetime devoted to contemplation and calculation. I'd suggest you have a superficial understanding at best, and thus ought to seriously reconsider your present course of action.
Your so-called experts were the ones who set me on this path to begin with. It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse.
Bakal akan jadi Las Vegas, Fallout Vegas.
Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. They may try. Though we both know those corporatist vultures wouldn't take the snub kindly. When Auntie's Choice sees power in what the Order has, they will take it. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. On the Earth Director, it's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Ooh. Cengeng kira. Ya Allah. Ya salah ibu. Yes, ibu. Eh. Yeah.
It's become even more magnificent. But unless we're planning on merging with her...
Turun. Turu gak gudo. Tangi gudo. Ntar ya.
Perfection. We should probably run.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines.
Release.
The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations.
Dalam S.
I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose.
Kok nggak diem?
Kan wis wingi.
Udah. Mau lagi. Loh, nggak wis.
Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
Untuk langsung mulai bebu meneh, Bin. Kan wis kasih ya.
Tak melok mangan pisan.
Iya.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Acknowledged. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
New map.
Commander Bird, what is wrong with you? You benched me, even when you knew how important this mission was to me. And you let her live. How could you? After all the damage she's caused, after what she did to us at Horizon Point.
Udah. Bengi kemarin malam. Enggak. Maghrib nggak salah.
That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. I know you've your principles and all. Only wish you'd given my request to come as much consideration as you gave hers to live. Don't need your coddling. I need you to take me seriously. Believe the words I say when I say them. And while you're at it, put an end to whatever tales you've spun yourself about me. I'm not as brittle as you seem to think. I need some space for now. But I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Once I stop seeing red.
Ya, ngambek dia.
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help. There's one thing I can't shake, though. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? I hear that. Still, think we ought to pay the undisputed claim a visit, whether we gain that help from Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Commander.
Sorry.
There's anything worse than my former fellow Protectorate subjects, it's
Shit.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. May all...
Okay. The choice. The order. Sembilan.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
Purchase and consume with an edible sedative that tastes.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Fly-by-night adventure and internship?
Business acumen. I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rib cut off toss volumes from home, but our Arcadia Growing League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protector is watered down riffle. Pitchfall, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and... Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and...
These raps are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Wait, these cages are empty. Where's the rap handler in charge? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Sure. Some say my descriptions really breathe life into a subject. Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's you wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Someone competent who also knows their worth? Fine. If the raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at market compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to head office tower. See any raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
I hope you were listening to all of those directions, because I wasn't.
Iya tak. Cái kelasnya Ben. Iya, natai kak kerungu, mama kak kerungu. Natanya melas. Oh, tapi pertandingan antara sini ambe plan liga. Bullet.
Was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown.
You go on ahead. I'm sure about what to do.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to already. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Fine, go on in.
We're used to questionable characters like you being somewhat difficult. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice Corp. From there, amble through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bids, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decides what its subjects get,
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Knock off the funny business.
we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice?
Side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, unbridled freedoms all about.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location? For like what? Ask away. Definitely the best choice. You're not thinking of trying anything else you need to know about this place? Well,
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
First class.
The only division that earns us less when... More. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance if you do.
Lived on a stick.
Gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological execution. I'm not to run a petting zoo. The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Hey you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you.
A thing of legend to be handed down.
Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean...
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message.
Ortiz was in my unit. Good man, but ain't sure why he's reaching out now.
One more thing, friend. Consider this your formal reminder that we don't offer return-to-sender service, unless you pay double, plus expediting charges. Until next time.
At the end of the 56th inning, they made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that man's pretty face, the crease in twain. Auntie's Choice! Die
Ano wis, lek butuh wae wis. Soalnya nang bang aja akeh-akeh rek gede.
What sort of reception do morally grey outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's choice? Let's take a look.
Daredevil self-determined or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposable agent program. As an Ida, live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventuress, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent schemes,
Aunties don't steal from Auntie.
Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our
consumerism and Sprat crisps.
That bring the best things in life.
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you feeling famished, peckish, hoggish, malnourished, audacious, voracious, rapacious, avaricious. The best way to stop a tongue.
Consume
with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled
chewing his fruit chunks and injecting his
Unrelated bric-a-brac. At Unrelated Bric-a-Brac, we offer one person's
Pet.
Bin, kata sama Suras, Bin.
Males ah.
Yang Suras kan kono, dundung Suras.
Enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rip cut off tossball news from the home, but
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
A worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than
Yeah, you dropped something. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped.
Changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday.
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural? If you have a malady, You there! Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food.
Sounds like that sort of grub you've been missing. Our tossball teams play for keeps.
The recipe. Welcome to the bottom runger. Exclusive home of the Raptidon. Not tending bar right now, but my employee here can... Mayor...
Need anything? Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia, and you can only get it here at the bar.
Day of the fiscal week. Even with half our teams to backs benched, they'd forfeit by little time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes blush.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy.
Look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of...
Talk is cheap, but my time is not.
Auntie Cleo's was specifically founded to flicks, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals.
We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, no. But the medicament merchant right downstairs don't keep...
Consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to...
Ever miss a limited time offer? Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
So knowing you persist, well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive. arrive, armed with Auntie's choice. Trust your auntie. Limbo.
Pleasure not doing business.
Motivating lecture employees. Just because your auntie.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptidon bite. Exclusively.
Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here. Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye. You possess the sort of rugged, non-conform. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon. Why, friend, you're everything they want to be. There's two things I desperately require. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective. He's yesterday's news. Sure, we'll keep playing those old ads. You've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They step inside. I'll introduce you to he'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your... All it requires is you head into our recording facility when you're ready.
That's impossible. We all need to put on our winner face. Go the extra.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization. Talk later.
Sometimes you can score a body goal without an offside. Play by the rules. To win,
Yes? Can I help you?
That I did. This is Mitt Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire. Mitt, this is our Maverick outsider. They've heard the pitch and agreed.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising. Everyone. If they don't have a need yet, it's our job to give them one. Then provide it. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things. So you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
Somehow all of them, apparently.
Even the most buttoned-down rule follower imagines themselves a rebel in some way.
All right. I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? So, to refer to you, I'll just make something up. Calling all, muggle lumps. You know who you are. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know. Or hate. Right. Maybe you know an opportunity when you see it. And take it. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, perfect. How about you don't settle for less? Last question. What do you desire most out of life? And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Ah, have just the thing. Now available in Hearty Eater Jumbo size. 5 pounds with an attachable feed bag.
You drop dek.
Oh
iya.
Ah, yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled to make sense of it all. Just a moment while we put it together. I can already hear it in my head, and it is perfect. All right, that's a wrap. Roll the assembly. Fine work, everyone. Take a good listen.
Calling all Mongol lumps. You know who you are. You know an opportunity when you see it. And take it, you don't settle for less. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rights just for you. Auntie Cleo and Pal's deep-fried cysty bits. Now available in Hearty Eater Jumbo size. 5 pounds with an attachable feed bag.
When I eat that fries.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but...
Sorry. In the midst of composing my latest product order. Talk later.
Designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Many rivals, but that original goal remains. One of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread.
People say Auntie's choice in whatever you're selling.
Loitering ain't my
I am
crime
not
choice.
in the black market.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
Well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive, arrive. Armed with Auntie's choice. Trust your Auntie.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize. Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice. And you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit. A significant contribution.
Let's not get swindled out of our hard-earned bits, huh? We'll find another way in.
My, but aren't you a charmer? Clearly, there's more to you than the way you dress. Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate.
Excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division.
Thank you very much for your very valuable patronage. It is our dearest hope that you have a lucrative and luxurious visit to the best choice.
Next is assertive arbitration.
Why is it that anyone would want to be in this place?
You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%.
Oh, look at this one.
Finally, somebody else here with the guts to act. I was about ready to start tearing my ears off. Trapped as I was, listening to these running mouths. Pleased to see you. I ain't sure if you heard, but I'm looking at a promotion to president of aggressive acquisitions after what you and I accomplished on Paradise Island. Exactly what I told you. Locate priority foes, and I owe you more than a few drinks. See me a couple of months down the line, and you and I'll drink Arcadia dry. But for...
There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of...
See? They're letting in anyone now.
If you must.
subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Anti's...
Everyone has their little hunch about which new product line will sell the most, but I say you need to ask the consumer.
Oh, yes. Correct.
A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst...
Put it in a memo.
Can't help you. Sorry.
Deck against the little person, as they tried with us in Tau City. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaned Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you. I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Auntie's Choice of Mulesaw.
Attention, valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just...
Horse comestibles!
Samples
Horse
from our
comestibles!
nutritious tobacco
We're
line.
literally giving them away!
Profit forecast time, starting with product development, the forced loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements, sales of new...
From pop guns to self-propelled
Which
cannons,
do you like invading
I have
more?
whatever size
The Protectorate
weapon you
or
need
the
to make all your problems past tense.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment. Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating it.
Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can tell just by looking at you that you'll be back again. All right.
Girl. Sundays. Sorry.
Welcome. Here at Arnie's Armory, unfortunately...
Not interested. Not interested.
On our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a... day.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bets are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious of the two. Quite an effective little front. Hold that thought.
But because of the system's glorious efficacy, while the Protectorate decides...
Remember to haggle. I hear Auntie's bigwigs love haggling.
Through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Wait 20 years, bring a funicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station, head office tower. The marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. That's what unbridled freedom is all about.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need.
Thank you.
I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice at your back when facing down the Protectorate. That's a rarity money cannot buy. And there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order means less lives lost. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs. Improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. If price matters, there's the bottom runger. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they... Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer. Quite literally. Aren't you adorable? What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job. And I rather think such an esteemed position...
Hello, daring self-determined. As in Ida, your assignment, Ida's help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And please don't interrupt or I'll lose my place. So, now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced...
Stop that scrounging around. Takes all sorts. Stop that scrounging around.
You look befuddled.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. Well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here. I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision, that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie. Don't allow our banter to fool you. We are valued colleagues who, under normal circumstances, hold each other in the highest esteem.
So true. This particular effort has our nerves a bit high-strung, but we'll still exchange Spratwurst platters come the 10th day of presents for Auntie's birthday.
Well, ain't that nice? I can't quite recall the last time I got to swap gifts on a company holiday.
Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful...
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Knock off the funny business.
From pop guns to self-propelled
Can't tell the
cannons,
difference
I have
between
whatever
cover and
size
concealment.
weapon you need to
But
make all
you
your
need a good
problems
set of armor
past
before
tense.
someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Operation. Our marketing selling a sizzle of incremental product improvements, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements.
Unseen. Rats raring to go.
Ask for help, but help?
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment.
From pop
But
guns
you
to
need a
self-propelled
good set of
cannons,
armor
I
before
have whatever
someone
size
succeeds
weaponry
in
you need to make all your problems past tense.
Can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailer for pesticide-free
kartunya sih.
Purchase with Auntie's choice.
Salah. Oh, salah.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's choice. Attention and all.
Maksudnya aku daya nih, Wong. Dilebih-lebihkan. Apa nih, Bu?
Yes.
Indo.
Move along.
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date. Can you see him on the clock
Oh,
here?
anu, Sugihan.
Why, looky here. It's our contractor to be. I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or were you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself, to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest, to help us climb the ladder. Yep, all of us are such big fans. I've got a signed photograph of Holt Terwilliger on my desk. It says, personalized message costs extra. Holt. Anyhow, details. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day, with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business? Anybody that secure in their place here. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
Keep walking.
Hello, and goodbye.
Aku kali. Pasti kasih pakai yang elegan.
Mister, any bits to spare? Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Body goals. Imagine the ad win. Our athletic assets would achieve full. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society. Based upon, not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decides what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process. Overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it's enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. We understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to
Karena pancingan Rene Bu. Pancingan Nangis.
After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
It's not the worst. The story of Auntie Cleo versus the...
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk to you.
To be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacers...
Get you something?
Swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of both corporations. You're fairly stagnant.
Afraid he stepped away to his office. Think the boss would share that with me? I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my off out. More is...
Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that... Anti's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you.
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
Attention, valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time, starting with product development, the boar's loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11%.
Mind your own business interests.
You're here from Melquiades Alcantara. Afraid you're a mite bit late.
Experimental operations where top labs.
You know I got eyes on you, right?
Work in, well, whatever they're working on. Don't worry about it. All
Knock
I
off the
know
funny
is
business.
Their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit
Give
where
that
it's
back!
due.
My records show you have an outstanding fine for past offenses. Pay up or fake. Now, just one moment. I'm simply doing my job here. Mayhaps I can budge on the amount, but you need to pay something, or my supervisor will have my throat. Everything.
Not really, but I
Investigator Yoshida, Department of... Did you know the deceased?
on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a
Nice try. Were you aware if he had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deal's gone sour? Fair assessment. Not particularly helpful, though. No, that would make my day if you were to blame. I only cover internal rivalries. As an outsider, you'd be someone else's department to worry about. We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy. Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept, you're clear to saunter freely. But remember, taste more and feel less. With Anti-Fizzo's Numb Rum.
yourselves. Live a life that's more daring, exhilarating.
Why are you pestering me?
You'd make
Do I
a
look like
great
little
lower
manager?
manager.
Peril-filled universe with Auntie's Choice. Daredevils rejoice with Auntie's Choice. Our product line is stronger than this.
Okay. Plot cut sequence.